Hey world, it's me Cookie. I'm coming back to you guys with a new video. A lot have changed. There's a lot of things I would like to say, and I'll try to make this video as short as I can by explaining a lot of things that's been going on. Good news is I am planning to get my implants. I know, and a few videos back I did have a gripe about the fact that implants cost a lot of money, and having the all-in-4 is going to cost grip. But after some long conversations with my husband and talking to him, he really wants me to have these implants. He thinks that it's best for us, it's best for me, well, mainly for me, because he knows I'm a person that loves food, and I hate that he has to be choosy about the things that he cooks, because my husband does, I say 90% of the cooking in the house, pretty much down there, all of it. And he is a man who likes to eat certain foods, and I can't eat certain foods. Chicken can only go so far, you know, and he's learned to perfect the art of cooking a good pork chop. He's trying his damnness with steak, but that's still a nightmare to chew with dentures. And I know some people are going to suggest seafood. He can eat seafood, but I am severely allergic to seafood and shellfish. And I don't want to swell up like a melon and choke on my own tongue, because seafood smells so damn good sometimes, and I'm willing to tempt myself to eat it, but I won't, because I don't want to die. So seafood is out. Soft vegetables, broccoli, I'm trying to make it into mush to chew, but that's pretty much another story. So my husband is really wanting me to go through with the implant situation. Both him and we've been working so goddamn hard on our credit, trying to get our credit score up so we can get the best possible loan to pay for the implants, the all-in-4. I've been to a few places. I've been to 3 places, got 3 different quotes, one being the highest, middle, and then the cheapest. But the cheapest is not so special, and I'm going to get to that story. And he feels that with us going with the second choice, because everything is done in-house. And if some people out there in the world who knows what I'm talking about, Clear Choice is the dental implant place that I'm going to be going to. It's have everything in-house, from their labs, the building the teeth, the anesthesiologist, the oral surgeon, everyone is in-house. So that's the one I'm going to go with. And in my very first video when I went there, they quoted me a price of almost $48,000, a little over 48, close to 49,000. Yeah, that is a lot of freaking money. And you're talking about an investment in your mouth, like not an investment in an apartment complex or a house that you're going to rent out to people. We're talking about an investment in my face. Like women get boob jobs, that's an investment to their body, because they want to feel happy, they want to feel comfortable with themselves. And my smile is the main thing that holds me back. I love my body, I love everything about me. My smile was everything to me, and having that back, along with the fact that I am a very big foodie, I love food, I love eating different foods, I love trying different things, but being selective about things that you can eat when you go to a restaurant, it's not easy, and it drives me absolutely insane. Talking, another thing that pisses me off with dentures. When I'm wearing the bottoms, I tend to have a little bit more saliva in my mouth. I'm constantly swallowing. I'm constantly biting down to make sure my teeth are in place, because I'm self-consciously, I feel like they're slipping, and I've had them adjusted. I've had soft reline, hard relines. I've had enough of that to last me a lifetime. Now, the thing is, I can't go back to the denture place. After everything that has happened, I'm going to point a finger, and I don't want to do that, and I don't want to blame anyone. But when I had my teeth extracted from the beginning, they were having a hard time removing my teeth. Now, he couldn't remove any of my teeth started, and it was a difficult situation, and he decided to send me to an oral surgeon down the road from him, who removed my teeth relatively fast because I was completely, they gave me a sedative to relax me, and that sedative was starting to wear off, and he had to re-numb me and pull that out. So he had to pull out all the bottom teeth first. Then I had to go back and have the top teeth removed. And all that trauma, I guess, caused something else to happen, which I probably had an infection and they didn't notice it, or didn't pay no attention, or didn't try to treat it before they pulled my teeth. Now that was in November of 2017. Fast forward to July 2018, I had a severe infection in my face, caused a gap in my jawline, caused a bump under my chin, which till this day I have a slight dent to my face, which I had a perfectly round face, but now I have a dent in my face because I had some freaking bump underneath my chin. And that severe infection was osteomyelitis. It ate away part of my jaw. Who knew something like that? And the fact is, I didn't start having problems until July. My teeth was pulled in November, but here I am in July with a swollen face and not knowing what was going on. Until this day, I still don't know how I got this severe infection. So after all that, IV treatments, back and forth to the hospital, and then having to go to the best. And if anybody's ever looking for a really good oral surgeon, and he come highly recommended by every dentist I ever came across who has studied under this man. His name is Dr. Robert Marks. He's in Miami. He's in Kendall. And this man is absolutely the best. And he fixed that problem with stem cell regrowth, where he used stem cell bone grafting and marrow from my hip. I have a stronger bone in my jaw than I did probably 20 years ago. Who knows? So having that done December 2018, fast forward, here we are. I had May 2019. In May, I saw him for a follow-up visit. He said everything was perfect, but the mesh will soon have to come out. Now, in July, I had a few consultations. I had the first consultation with someone that was recommended by a friend of my husband's. We went to her. She said that the mesh definitely had to come out, but she was telling me I had good bone, good everything. It could be no problem. It was probably most likely I'm going to go with the all-in-4 or six all-in-6 or something of that nature, one or two. And she quoted me a price of $25 to the top for the top bridge, $25 for the bottom. In total, the whole thing would have been about a little over $50,000. And I said, okay, that would have been a no. And the financial company that they go with, my husband didn't want to go with that company. He wanted to go with several different financial companies. Clear Choice worked with a lot of different financial companies, which is a blessing in disguise. We went to them, and I saw them a few years back before. So this new consultation, I had a new CT scan of my face, and I had sat down with a different person who consulted with me and everything. I got to meet with the guy who would be fitting my teeth and building my teeth and everything, and he was saying that the oral surgeon, and they also noticed the mesh, and they also thought that maybe they could remove that mesh. Now they quoted me a price of $48,000. Yes, that was the first. It was originally $52,000, and we were looking at her like we're crazy, and we said, look, when we last came here, I think it was a little closer to like $46,000, $47,000. She said it was like $48,000, so they were going to honor that, which was fine. And we were, like I said, it was a lot of money. But we said, okay, we're going to go and we're going to try one more place. And it was a second place I went to after I saw Clear Choice a couple years back. I went to a second place, and it was not too far from my house. Now, this is the place that pisses me off, and this is what made me angry. When we got there, we sat with the woman, the same person that helped us the first time. Then they said they were going to do a new CT scan because they still had my file from a couple years back. And they did a CT scan, but they were going to charge me $325 or $320 or something of that nature for a new CT scan. Not like a new consultation for a person who ain't been in your office in over 2 years, but as if I'm an old patient. Never been to this office before. Only came there for a consultation, but she gonna charge me almost $300 for a new CT scan, and then broke the price down to $250. So, and then tell us that will go towards the cost. Oh, I'm sorry. It will go towards whatever. If we decide to go with them, that will go towards that, and that will knock whatever price off of whatever. So you're telling me, even if I don't go with you, you're gonna keep my $250, basically. That's what she's telling me. In your ad, it says a free CT scan for a consultation. I'm coming to you for a consultation, and you're telling me I gotta pay you $250. Now, I almost walked out of there, but my husband said, no, that's okay. We got this, babe. Because we know they got a good price. So, okay, fine. Then they wanted me to bring back my records so they can, go over. Her husband studied under Dr. Marks. The oral surgeon at Clear Choice studied under Dr. Marks, and the oral surgeon at the other place also studied under Dr. Marks. So everyone on King said that he's highly recommended. He's like the best in the country, the best in the world, actually. And he don't bullshit you. That's another thing. He doesn't bullshit you. He tells you like it is. This is how things are gonna play out. So I'll get to him in a second. I saw him again yesterday, but I'll get to that in a second. So I brought my records back the next day, and her husband, who's the oral surgeon, took a look in my mouth. Now this is where I get angry. He was saying there was some, I lost tissue mass here in the front, mainly where the implants would have to go. And I would have to have tissue put there to build it up. And then 4 or 5 months down the road, come back and then have the implants done, and then another 6 months, and then come back after I heal, and then put in my fixed bridge or whatever, my bridge or whatever. You're talking a year of shit that I have to go through. And I'm like, the hell? And then I didn't get a price. So they said for me to come back, they'll write down the price and everything like that. So they wrote down the price. They built the price up. Now, mind you, they were the cheapest. They were like $38,000. And I was like, oh, okay. But I'm still confused. Now, I saw 3 doctors. Mind you, 3. Dr. Marks, the one who did the surgery, the person I went to for the recommendation of the first consultation for Myelin 4, and the second, which is Clear Choice. And I met with all of them. They looked in my mouth. They intensively looked all through my mouth, looked at the front of my mouth, all my bones, and never mentioned anything about some damaged tissue. This is the first place they mentioned it, and telling me that if I don't get this done, it will ruin my implants and da-da-da. Now, I've seen 3 doctors before you. Now, why are you the first to tell me that? So I was like, I'm confused. So they said, they wrote down the price. They said, this is what's we got to do this first phase, because it was a bunch of phases. This first stage is to build that. Then I will have the anesthesia. Now, I don't know why people think for 1 second a person want to be awoke while all that's going on in their face. And I did want to be put on anesthesia. They have to bring in an anesthesiologist to do whatever they need for me. Now, she was like, asked my husband, she said, the problem is you're not committing to it because of the price. He said, well, I was looking to spend more like this. She said, okay, hold on. So she leaves the room, she comes back. She said, okay, we can do that, but we have to nix the anesthesiologist. So you're going to take out the thing that makes me more comfortable because you want to give my husband a better price? Sorry, make me understand. Oh, they'll give me a sedative. Oh, they'll numb me up to WATU and do all that work. Not a chance in hell. You're talking about cutting skin, cutting gums, and doing all that work while I'm awoke. No, hell no. So I said, well, we'll keep it at that price. And then I said, well, him and I need to talk about it. So as we were riding home, he kept asking me what I felt comfortable with. And I'm saying, I'm only feeling comfortable with price-wise. I said, this place is cheaper, but I still want to know the thing with this tissue thing. Because I said, we've seen these other doctors and none of them mentioned it. So I'm trying to figure out why now. And he said, no, I think we should go with this. When it came down to it, we went with Clear Choice. And he was more like, okay, that's what we're going to do. I feel more comfortable and more confident with them because it feels like All of this other stuff is secondary. And going with cheap, it doesn't mean it's going to be good. Something tells me something's going to go wrong. Fine. You've been through too much as it is to have something go wrong. We're going to go with this. Fine. I said, okay, if you feel comfortable with that price. So he called her and told her that we had another consultation with another place, and this is this and this and that. Now, they wanted to drop their price almost $10,000 less. But she managed to knock off another $2,000. So we're at 46, which we're okay with that price. And we took out a loan for a certain amount, and then we're going to pay the rest as we go. And she also mentioned to me that I had made an appointment to come in, because this is me going in. So around a few weeks ago, yeah, I went in. I did my first impression of my gums. Took a lot of pictures. They did impressions of my dentures. They said that I would have to come in for a couple more times. And then at the same time, I got to meet with the gentleman who I met with the first time. And they both, him and the oral surgeon, who sat down and had a conversation. Now, the way he explained it to me, it made sense. He wanted me to go back to Dr. Marks and have Dr. Marks remove the mesh, because he's the one who put it in. He's the one who knows exactly what screws, everything, the whole thing coming out my mouth. He feels comfortable knowing that the one who originally put it in is the one originally taking it out. And I was like, okay, was it a reason? Da, da, da. And he explained to me the best humanly way a person can. Telling me, if you're a builder and you're building a wall in a house, and you put that wall up, you know where the plumbing is, you know where all the wiring is, you know where all the boards are, you know exactly what's going on. And that's like, say, in a bathroom or somewhere in the bathroom or kitchen. Something goes on behind that wall, and they have to bust the wall open. But they don't know where everything is behind that wall. Even though they can look at blueprints and see it, but the original builder, it'll be much better to ask him where exactly is everything in that wall, so we don't have to tear up an entire wall to get to it. We can just go to the spot that we need to go to without ruining something. And when he said that, I was like, oh, well, damn, that does make kind of good sense. That makes great sense. Because you as a homeowner, you know when you put up sheet wall, and you know when you have put a new room in the house, and you know exactly what's in that part of your house, anybody who buy the house after you won't know that until they bust up a wall. So for you as a builder to tell them, okay, this is what's there, you can, fix it. So, or have the person originally who put it in come in and do it. So him telling me that, I said, okay, fine. And I made an appointment with my original oral surgeon. I had got my mesh removed yesterday, so it's gone. My face is not nearly as swollen as it was the first time he put it in, because my whole face was swollen in a video I had did a long time ago, and it was black and blue. At purple, more like purple. And he said that he went and sat down with my husband when I was in the recovery room, and told my husband that he was surprised how firm and how hard the bone has grown back in. Everything looks absolutely fantastic, he says. Fantastic is the word he used. And if I wanted to get my implants in 4 weeks, I can do that. I'm going to go with Clear Choice wanting me to give it 6 to 8 weeks for my gums to completely heal and then have the implants done. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually excited about it. No, I'm not going with the cheap place, because my Dr. Marks, I even asked him about it. He said, no, all that tissue is firm, all that tissue is strong. You didn't lose no density, you didn't lose nothing. Everything is grown back, because his colleagues were talking about, depends on that area where you had no teeth for a while, depends on that tissue, it could be damaged. And Dr. Marks looked in my mouth, and he told his colleagues, he said, nothing is going on there, everything is good. All we were doing is removing her mesh. Her muscle, her tissue, her gums are perfect. When the boss says it's perfect, the boss says it's perfect. He ain't trying to rush me out of there because I'm not doing implants. Now, he asked my husband when they were sitting out in the waiting room, where we're going for our implants, and he told me, he said, oh, that place comes highly recommended. And yes, I do know this oral surgeon that works there. He said it's the best place to go because they are a good place. So when the man who put my freaking mesh in, and who's supposed to be the best in the country, gives the stamp of approval of a place that I'm going to be going to, I'm going. So I'm excited. That's what's been going on in my life. Hopefully by September, mid-September, end of September, or beginning of October, I will have my implants in. I will have my temps in. I'll be able to come back and show you my smile. Sorry. I'm actually looking so forward to it because I'm a person who loves to smile. I'm a person who likes to laugh. I'm a person who loves to eat because I'm like that, a foodie. And for me to be able to share my journey with you guys is like the best feeling. This is therapy for me. This is me being able to talk to you and tell you how my progress is going. So those who are planning to do something in the future, either it be dentures, either it be implants, either it be a fixed bridge or a snap-in denture situation, you have to be comfortable with you. You have to be happy with you. And if you feel comfortable doing that, doing dentures, then do it. Because you're okay with chewing with your dentures in your mouth, we can go for it. If you're a person like me who have to go back and forth about spending the money, you have to make your own decision. Because I work hard on getting my credit score up because I knew I would have to apply for a loan, and I want to get the best possible loan with the lowest rates. I did that. I'm glad I achieved that much for myself. Or if you're a person who has that kind of money, go for it. If you want to not where something is breaking in your life, where you want to keep everything at, even keel. So if you take all your teeth out and you go ahead with the all-in-4, then go with the all-in-4 because you can afford to do it. I'm not a celebrity. I never was. I'm an average person who lives an average life. My life is very simple when it comes to things. I'm a very simple woman who lives simply, plain and simple. And eating is one of the major things that I miss since having the dentures. I never had a problem with them. I smile and people still think they're my teeth. And a lot of people are just finding out that they're not. So it doesn't bother me wearing dentures. It bothers me to wear dentures because I can't eat a lot of foods. I'm not looking to eat a nut right now. But I would like to chew on apples. I would like to have a juicy steak. I would like to bite down into a hamburger without having to feel the dislodge of this or the dislodge of that. And I would like to chew on the other side of my face because I haven't been able to do that comfortably with dentures because of this whole situation with my mouth. Now, yes, it's going to heal in time, but I still don't feel comfortable chewing on the side of my face. Yes, once I get them in, I'll be able to chew them. So I'm all for it. So let me make this video go away. Let me stop. Let me just close out my video telling everybody thank you for the love and support. Thanks for the prayers. Thanks for everyone who follows me from time to time and listen to my story. If you do a search on YouTube about people and their journeys, and I'm one of those videos, thanks for listening to me. And I hope that you decide on what you're going to do for you. Okay, because you are who you are, and that's it. No one can walk your shoes. No one can walk your life. They can just support you and respect your decisions because that is your decision. That's who you are as a person, and that's what they're gonna have to deal with it. If they don't like it, oh well, they was never your friend, and they never loved you enough to support you. But me, I have a lot of people in my corner, and I have a lot of people that support me. So thanks for listening. Thanks for being there for me. Love you guys. Bye.